Blog Talk Radio.
Don't touch me. I'll beat your brains out.
You believe in miracles? Yes! I mean, you can take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal. This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Chad, what's up, bud?
Let's get ready to rumble. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Going crazy. Down, going crazy. California! The big game over Stanford!
I think that the NFL knows what Randy Moss has done with marijuana, and I think the NFL knows what Randy Moss does with marijuana.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Guam.
Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Dwayne?
Good morning, and thank you for joining me.
Top of the morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tough Love. Those of you already on Facebook Live, the millions, obviously, listening around the world on Blog Talk Radio. I'm Alistair Conrath. Again, this is Tough Love. Be with you for the next half hour. Thanks for joining in. Obviously, first off, happy Mother's Day. My mom, I'll talk to you in a sec. After the show, I promise, I'll give you a buzz. Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully everybody is having a good day so far. As usual, a lot to get to. Tiger, the players, NHL and NBA playoffs, the fight last night, Lomachenko. I want to start by just saying this. I don't feel the need to apologize for certain things. And when it comes to sports, there are things that I don't feel, again, I have to apologize for. I love Tom Brady. There's no reason I'm a Vikings fan. I love Tom Brady. There's outside of New England, most people hate Tom Brady, which to me it just doesn't make sense. You're looking at somebody who's arguably the best ever at their position and arguably the most important position in all of sport, therefore the best sportsman ever. And people want to bash him, cheat, whatever. I don't care. He's incredible. He still has to make the throws. Like, I don't care what he does off the field or if they tape, whatever. He still has to be Tom Brady and play the position. I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm a Vikings fan. I am a closet Aaron Rodgers, just homer. I love the guy. But that's just because he's so unbelievable at what he does. Yeah, he's smug. Whatever. Who cares? Like, who cares? He's so good, and he transforms the game. There are certain people who make players better around them. Aaron Rodgers plays on a shit Packers team. Granted, they got some weapons, but for the most part, he elevates the play. He makes up for so many discrepancies on that field and that team. It's incredible. I love Floyd Mayweather. I know a lot of people hate Floyd Mayweather. I love Floyd. I mean, he's a dick. Don't get me wrong. I get it. He's an ass. He's not somebody that I would be friends with. Let's just say that, right? I'm not going to call up Floyd if we're, and just be like, oh, let's hang out. I get it. He's a dick. But to sit there and discount what he does in the ring, it's unbelievable how good he is. And if you want to shit on him, that's fine. But don't diss him. That's like growing up. I had a buddy who was a Pistons fan and hated Michael Jordan. I get it in that sense. Like, I'm supposed to hate Aaron Rodgers. But you have to at least just accept greatness when you see it, what it is. Floyd Mayweather, Jordan, so be it. Tom Brady, which leads me to Tiger Woods. I don't give a shit that Tiger Woods cheated. I don't care. It's not as though he's the only dude who's ever cheated. I've said it on this show before. I don't care. What he does on the course is, what he used to do on the course. So let me say that first. Is something that we'll probably never see again. His string from 97 to 09 was something we'll never see again. And so for me to see Tiger Woods yesterday shoot a 65 at the Players, shit on him all you want. I don't care. To me, there's nothing like watching Tiger Woods play golf. I mean, when he is on, and don't get me wrong, again, I'm a huge boxing fan. You guys who watch this know, or who listen to it know. I'm also, a big football fan. And so, I mean, I respect those and the greatest, who play that. But Tiger Woods, there's something about watching him. Like today, at 11:05, he and Jordan Spieth, who also shot a 65 yesterday, will tee off at the Players. I was planning on getting on my motorcycle and going down to Anaheim today because the Minnesota Twins are in town and are going to be, playing the LA Angels. And Otani, I can't pronounce the guy's first name, Shaniqua Otani, whatever, is pitching today for the Angels. This modern day Babe Ruth. He's hitting homers. He's pitching really, really well. Is going to be playing. And I could easily hop on my motorcycle, go down and see him. And by the way, the Twins pitcher, this Romero kid, is... Sasha, what's up, bud? He has 2 starts under his belt, has yet to even give up a run. He's got a 0 ERA through 2 starts. They just brought the kid up. So for me, I'm thinking, when I saw this on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm like, I'm for sure going, 100%. And then Tiger barely makes the cut. The cutoff was -1 after Friday. Tiger was -1, just made the cut. And yesterday I had to work, but during work I checked the phone and I see that he shot a 65. And so obviously I go back and I watch his round, and now instead of going down to Anaheim at 11:05 today Pacific time, my ass is going to be on the couch watching Tiger Woods, because first off, watching Tiger play is unlike anything else, especially when he's on. And on Sunday, it's even better. So I am foregoing watching the modern day Babe Ruth down in Anaheim to sit and sit on my couch and watch Tiger. And again, I have no shame in just loving Tiger Woods. I don't care. You can hate on him for his past transgressions, or you say, oh, he sucks now, he's not winning anything. What Tiger does for the sport of golf is a perfect example of my love for him. I'm not alone in this. People can shit on him all they want. I am not alone, and it shows by the galleries that there was thousands of people watching him and Mickelson and Fowler on Thursday and Friday. And then yesterday, he's with some no-name, and same type of deal. It's just Tiger. So again, I have zero shame, in loving certain people that a lot of people just don't like. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Floyd Mayweather, list goes on, quite honestly. And I love them. I love them all. I mean, Floyd Mayweather, he's a dick. There's no doubt, but he's so awesome. So anyway, sorry, Shaniqua Otani and Romero and Twins Angels. I am going to do nothing but sit on that couch and watch Tiger at 11:05. And I'm so excited. I have zero apology for it. I don't care. I am watching that happen. Those of you obviously know who watch this, I love boxing too. I just love it. And last night, Vasily Lomachenko, ESPN's pound for pound #1 fighter, in the world, arguably. I mean, you've got, Terrence Crawford. You've got other fighters who, Earl Spence, who could make the claim. But Lomachenko is shockingly good only because we have maybe not seen somebody like him. I've come on this show numerous times and talked about how in sports, in football especially, let's just say use football as an example. There's numerous times where you'll have an offensive team, an offensive head coach, and their offense will be great, but their defense is shit. And vice versa, a defensive-minded coach, and their defense is really good, but their offense is shit. It's very rare that you get a team that is complete, especially with the salary cap. The Vikings are doing it, Philadelphia is doing it, the Rams are doing it, the Saints now are doing it. And in boxing, Lomachenko is the complete package. Defensively, he is very, very good. Offensively, he is ridiculous. And his angles, his unorthodox way of delivering punches and his style, you have to see it. If you have yet to see a Lomachenko fight, even if you are not a boxing fan, you owe it to yourself to just watch a fight. Before last night, which he won by TKO in the 10th round, mind you, he was knocked down in the 6th. The first time in his career, Jorge Linares knocked him just a clean right on the button, knocked him on his ass, got up, eventually won. First time in his career, but the last 4 opponents before last night quit on the stool. 4 straight opponents. Think about that. 4 straight opponents for Lomachenko. And we're not talking scrubs. We're talking title holders, world title holders. 4 straight quit on their stool. Just said, I'm good. I don't. He is so good, I don't want to get up and continue going. 4 straight opponents said that. Title holders until last night. And Linares was game. At the start, he looked really well. He looked confident. And then the next 3 or 4 rounds, Lomachenko won. In the 6th round, he was up on my scorecard. I had Lomachenko up 4-1 on rounds. And then all of a sudden he got knocked down and the fight changed. Linares didn't keep on him. And eventually Lomachenko does what he does and beat him in the 10th on a kidney punch that was brutal. Just, ow. Now, the fight that everybody wants to see is Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia. Would be shocking at 135. That is the fight that everybody wants to see. I'm so excited. I want badly to see that. Hopefully they'll make it. If anybody has any thoughts so far, 213-943-3423. 213-943-3423. Call in, ask away if you have any questions. So those are the 2 things I wanted to knock out real quick. Obviously, the NBA playoffs are going. The NHL playoffs are going. LeBron is back in the finals. And quite honestly, I'm not impressed. This week there was an article that was put out about him and, Jordan. And is it fair now to talk about who the greatest ever is? I mean, I get so heated when this is even brought up. And do you guys realize LeBron is 3-5 in NBA championships? He's 3-5. He lost 1 when he was with Cleveland before he jumped ship, which took away all validity towards him ever being the GOAT and not just sticking with it and figuring it out, how he needed to instead of just go join in other great players. But that's a different topic and a different discussion. So he loses 1, gets killed as a Cav by I think it was Dallas, and then jumps ship, goes to Miami. They lose their first one. I think that was Dallas too. I actually have this in front of me here. I want to see. That light behind me is God, by the way, for anybody. Yeah, they got swept. The first one with Cleveland, they got swept by the Spurs. 4-0. And granted, back in the mid-2000s, he did have the Celtics that he had to go through. The Heat with Shaquille, they were pretty legit too. So Cleveland wasn't doing much. When they finally broke through in 2007, they got swept by the Spurs 4-0 with just a scrub team. It was LeBron and nobody. So I'll give him that. But he's 0-1 there. Then he jumps ship, goes to Miami, builds the super team with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. What do? They go to the finals, they lose. The next 2 years they win, and then same super team, they lose to the Spurs. Then he goes back to Cleveland, they lose to Golden State. And then with a great series, they win against Golden State. And then they lose again last year to Golden State. Everybody talks about him going to 7 straight finals. It's great. Good for him. He plays in the East. There is a reason his record is 3-5 in championship games. Is because if he was in the West, there's a chance he wouldn't have even made it to the finals. I mean, just think about this before there's even... Michael Jordan was 6-0 in the championship games. And yes, everybody, he didn't make it in the 80s. Yeah, because it was the Celtics who were playing in the 80s. And the Pistons that he had to go through. Not scrub-ass teams. Granted, the Celtics, legit teams, no doubt. And he couldn't do it on his own, so he had to go and join a super team to be able to actually get there. And if it wasn't for Ray Allen, he wouldn't even, have another one. But bottom line is, Jordan had Celtics, and then he had the Pistons. And then everybody wants to talk about he didn't have any, worthy opponents in the championship games. He had the Utah Jazz, 2 Hall of Famers in Stockton and Malone. Do you even, think about the context? The history would be the Utah Jazz. If it wasn't for Jordan, the Utah Jazz would have 2 world titles. He also faced Magic, and granted, it was on Magic's downturn. But he also faced Clyde Drexler and Charles Barkley. I mean, how can people even say Jordan never had to face anybody in the finals? It's insane. And LeBron eased his way, especially in the last 6 years, through the East to get to the championship. Has to face nobody. Gets there, and he loses. He loses. I mean, how are we even talking about who's the best? I don't understand. Where do you guys come off? Where do people even think of this talk? Is he... There's nothing wrong with being second best. Let's say that right now. There's nothing wrong with being second best. LeBron is maybe second best. I mean, to me, I just look at LeBron James is equal to Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson's epic. He's one of the best players to ever play, right? Yeah, he's great. But that's LeBron. LeBron and Jordan, it's not, I don't know why this is even a conversation. I don't understand. Do people have that bad of memories, or are you just too young? Are the people making the argument for LeBron just too young to remember what Jordan was? It's LeBron is 3-5 in championships games. Michael Jordan was 6-0. LeBron has made it 7 straight times because the East is shit. And he hasn't had to play anybody to get there. Toronto? Really? Boston? Yeah, for a second. But what? Atlanta Hawks with Dennis Schrader and Paul Millsap? Jeff Teague? What? Are you kidding me? Of course he's making it to the finals. But once he gets to the finals, he loses. Even with the super teams that he was with. He went 2-2 with Miami. And he went 1-3 as a Cleveland Cavalier. How is anybody ever talking that he's even remotely close to Jordan? I don't get it. I don't get it. How is this even even a topic? I swear to God, people must just think that it's so long ago they don't even remember Jordan. That has to be it. That has to be it, because this conversation shouldn't even be taking place. Bill Russell had 11 championships with the Celtics. I mean, there's an argument to be made that he is better than Jordan because he dominated so bad. But the game was so different 50 years ago. You know, I mean, the game was different when Jordan played compared to LeBron. I mean, Jordan got raped going to the hole. LeBron, I mean, yeah, you hack him because he's big, but I mean, the game is so different. Jordan would have averaged 45 points a game now because he can't touch the offensive player. Jordan, I mean, it's just, it's just so stupid. Why are we even having this conversation? As for the actual series that starts today, Boston and LeBron and the Cavs. I mean, for Boston to get this far is impressive in itself. To be down Kyrie Irving, to be down Gordon Hayward, obviously Gordon from the beginning of the season, and I didn't think they would get past Milwaukee. I'm just being honest. And then to get past Philly, who everybody was saying, oh, Philly, the process, and I did too. I didn't think Boston stood a chance against Philly. And they worked him. Just worked him. And so now they play Cleveland. And if it was just a pure coaching matchup, it wouldn't even be close. Brad Stevens, think about this real quick. Brad Stevens goes to the conference finals last year against LeBron and loses. But he got to the conference finals. And the rest of the coaches voted on who coach of the year would be. And Brad Stevens, who has got his team minus his two superstars back to the Eastern Conference Finals, doesn't get one vote. Do I sense some jealousy amongst the other coaches in the league? Not one vote, really, for Brad Stevens. Not one. Meanwhile, you got, the Sixers coach gets one. Toronto, Dwayne Casey, who, by the way, got the shaft. The guy gets the best record in the league and gets fired because he loses to LeBron. The Toronto Raptors are nothing more than the Washington Wizards. They just happen to get a little farther. With the Washington Wizards, got it where they did without John Wall basically this year. Toronto and Washington, too guard heavy of a team to do anything in the playoffs. And yeah, of course they're going to lose to LeBron. That's just what happens. Everybody knew that was going to happen. So Dwayne Casey got the raw deal. But for Brad Stevens to not get one vote, that just reeks of jealousy. But here we are, Celtics, Cavs, and I mean, honestly, I think this is going to be, it's not Brad Stevens versus Tyronn Lue coaching matchup. This is LeBron versus Brad Stevens. And right now, the way Celtics are playing, I don't know that Cleveland is going to win. I really don't. That bitch is vacuuming again upstairs. I will kill her. But, I shouldn't say that on this, although I've said it before. I just don't know. I mean, Kevin Love, he needs to show up, obviously. I just think Boston is playing right now. It's kind of like Philadelphia, the Eagles, winning the Super Bowl. When Carson Wentz went down, everybody wrote Philly off. They're like, no chance. No chance. Yeah, they got the best record in the regular season, but if it was re-ranked, everybody put them at the 6th seed at the start of the playoffs. They won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. All of a sudden, Kyrie goes down, and scary Terry Rozier, who when he got drafted, you can go back on this show, I said that's a great, great get for the Celtics because Terry Rozier at Louisville was epic. epic. Like Kemba Walker at UConn, epic. And I said, that's a great get for the Celtics. And sure enough, here's Scary Terry. I mean, this dude's legit. He is better than I thought he was. And he's leading the Celtics to great things. And with LeBron, you got LeBron and everybody else. Kevin Love, he's not the same Kevin Love as he was with the Timberwolves. Kevin Love, when he was with the Timberwolves, he was arguably one of the best players in the league. Double-double every night and carried the Timberwolves, albeit not to the playoffs, but he was the Timberwolves. And now he's just kind of like, whatever. And it's LeBron company. I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if the Celtics beat the Cavs. Only because Brad Stevens is the second best coach in the league, next to Popovich. And if you argue that, you're an idiot. Popovich is still the best coach in the league. Brad Stevens is gaining ground. He is gaining ground. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Celtics go on and win the whole thing. So that's today. That's 12:30 Pacific. I'm excited for that. I'll be watching Tiger, so I don't know how much of that I'll be watching. But I'll be flipping, obviously. As far as the other final, which starts tomorrow, the Rockets and the Warriors, it's the matchup we've all been waiting for. I look at that as somewhat the de facto NBA Finals, kind of like the 49ers and the Cowboys of the early 90s. You know, whoever won that NFC Championship game was going to go and win the Super Bowl. It's kind of how it feels with the Rockets and the Warriors right now. It's just kind of like, all right, whoever's winning this is going to win it all. I'm excited for this. I really am. I know Warriors are really kind of catching their stride now, especially with Steph Curry back. And so, you know, I mean, does Houston stand a chance? I'm telling you right now, like, Houston is epic. And if they start, both teams, that's what's so cool about both of these teams. If they hit their shots and get on that, like, roll, it's going to be epic. I think that's what this series is going to be all about. Who makes those runs? Just continuously. It's going to be fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. It reminds me, hockey playoffs are going on right now, and I know I don't talk a lot about hockey because a lot of you don't give a shit. But I'm telling you right now, next to football and me, hockey playoffs are unbelievably entertaining. They are so exciting, and the drama and the intensity is ramped up so much that I mean, NBA basketball is not even close. The playoffs aren't even close in basketball to NHL hockey. I mean, and I'm nor here nor there giving favoritism to both, to either one, I guess. But when it comes down to it, I'm just being a realist. NHL hockey is epic. The playoffs are absolutely incredible to watch. And so Winnipeg and Nashville just wrapped up a series. And it was one of those series, I hope, what the Warriors and Rockets will be. Predators and Jets was just something that you could watch all the time. Seriously, it was just like so. I told my brother, I'm like, I could watch a 82 game season of these guys playing each other every night because that's how unreal it was. It was just so fun to watch. And Jets ended up winning. They're playing the Vegas Knights right now. Blah, blah. But that is how I want the Rockets and the Warriors to play out. I want it to go 7. I want it to be what we all expect it to be. I want it to be entertaining like that. I can't wait for tomorrow night. This Celtics Cavs, I think, is going to be good because Celtics, I really do believe, have an opportunity to dethrone LeBron. I truly believe Cavs, it's just LeBron. And you got Brad Stevens, who I can't wait to see what he does with LeBron, how he might shut him down. I mean, it's such a great matchup. But that Warriors-Rockets, are you kidding me? Woo! Mr. Holmes, you're straight up on point about all topics. Gotta go see Mama. Thank you very much. Love all you guys. I hope all you guys are going to go see your mama. With that said, I think that 10 seconds. Block Talk Radio, thank you so much for tuning in. Tough love, drive fast, take chances, enjoy your moms. Have a great day. I'm out with you. And I am out with you guys too, because I'm going to go and walk my dog and come back and do exactly what I told you I was going to do. Sit my ass on the couch and watch Tiger Woods, because it's Sunday and if Tiger shoots another 60, he doesn't have to win the tourney. I just want to see him play well, because it's like Lomachenko. He does things on the golf course that nobody else can do. He shapes shots. He takes chances that no one else risks doing because he's so confident in doing it. And that's Lomachenko. You guys owe it to yourself to see Lomachenko. But with that said, I love you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tough Love. I'm Alistair. And you guys, I'll see you next Sunday. Drive fast, take chances. I'm out.